Hello and welcome to Baba Eats, where I make healthy meals for the whole family. Spring is in full swing, and spring in Tucson actually means summer, but I do have these beautiful flowers that my husband got me for Mother's Day, and I got to pick them out. We're gonna have some guests over later today, and we'll be making dinner. But in the meantime, I've been playing outside with my daughter. We were spraying the hose out there, and she was just squealing and having so much fun playing in the water outside. And we really felt like having a delicious refreshment. And I don't like to buy store-bought lemonade because it has so much sugar in it. So I wanted to make some homemade lemonade. And I got started. But then I thought, oh, this would be a great thing to share my homemade lemonade recipe. So I'm starting out with a few lemons. I'm going to squeeze them into this jar with my lemon squeezer. Then I'm going to add in some strawberries and use my muddler to mash those up in the bottom. I'll be sweetening it with some agave syrup and then adding water until it has the right concentration. So you might hear my toddler in the background. I have really been enjoying citrus this time of year. We've been getting a lot of oranges and the little mandarin oranges. And my daughter has been eating 3 of those a day some days. She absolutely loves those. So those have been a great snack. They're really nice because they're portable and don't make too much of a mess. If I peel it for her and hand her the slices, then she doesn't usually get too sticky with those. So those are a nice snack on the go. And one of my neighbors had an abundant grapefruit harvest, and they set out their grapefruits for people in the neighborhood to take. And we've been seeing that if there's grapefruits available every morning, we've been taking a grapefruit home from their neighborhood box that they shared, and we've been eating that for breakfast. So we've really been enjoying the citrus, and there's nothing like a good lemonade on a hot day. So I'm going to get through squeezing all of these, and then I'll come back to show you the rest of adding in the sweetener and the strawberries. Okay, I got all of my lemons squeezed into here, and this works really well for a softer lemon that is has a thinner skin, like kind of like a Meyer lemon type lemon. It works really well. For the lemons that are thicker skinned, I don't know what type of lemon this is called, but for the thicker skinned lemons, it helps to squeeze it and get the seeds out, and then squeeze the rest of it by hand so that I can really get all of the juice out of the lemon. And I like to have pulp in there. It just makes it feel like that fresh squeezed juice when you have some pulp in there. So if you didn't want pulp, you could filter it at this point, or actually after the strawberries, but I'm not going to be filtering this. I just finally chopped up my strawberries. I had 3 strawberries in the fridge, so I'm putting those chopped strawberries into the squeezed lemon. And then I have a muddler here, and I'm just gonna smash those up a little bit in there to release the strawberry flavor into the lemon. And the next step will be adding a sweetener. You could use sugar here if you wanted to use sugar. You could use sugar with the muddler at this point to help release the flavor, and kind of smashing the sugar into the strawberries would help with that at this point. But I am preferring to not use sugar and using agave syrup. So you could use another sweetener of choice if you preferred to use a different type of sweetener, but I'm gonna put about, this is, got a little sticky on top there. This is from Costco. It is just pure agave, blue agave nectar. So I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons in there and mix it up, and then I'm gonna taste it.
You getting hungry? No. They don't want any snacks? Like yogurt or rice or chicken?
I don't like mine to be too sweet, so that's probably a good sweetness level. I'm gonna add water now to fill it up, and then if it needs a little bit more of the agave syrup, then I'll add that in too. So I'll be right back with the water. The sound of stirring in a glass cup or a glass jar is so satisfying for some reason. It's like the sound of summer when you are mixing up a drink or a cocktail. I don't drink alcohol, but a mocktail in my case. That's good. It's still a little too tangy, so I'm gonna add in a couple more tablespoons of the agave syrup, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill it all the way up with water. I could have muddled up the strawberries when I had just squeezed one lemon in there, and they would have gotten a little bit more smashed, but they're gonna be in pretty big chunks just based on how I muddled them and how I had diced them going into there. So you could change that if you wanted the strawberries to be more muddled or in smaller pieces. Delicious. I'm gonna pour this over some ice, and we are going to enjoy our strawberry lemonade. I hope that you try this one at home. Let me know how it goes. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you'll join me again soon.